Hi, I'm Rivers Cornelson. I lead market and customer advancement for the Crowe Metals Accelerator, and I would like to welcome you to our 2023 Wave 1 launch event. We have exciting updates to share on how we're using Microsoft Dynamics 365, the Microsoft Power Platform, and the Crowe Metals Accelerator to help transform metals companies. In recent months, the use of artificial intelligence, or AI, has been a huge topic of conversation. In particular, metals leaders are searching for answers about how AI fits into their company's transformation journey. They know it's fast developing and will be sure to change their business, but many are wrestling with two basic questions. What is too much too soon, and when will be too little too late? As we talk with metals leaders, we're sensing uncertainty about how to best leverage AI and communicate the benefits to their employees, all while managing current risks and unknowns. At the same time, there's a genuine worry that their competitors will get ahead if they wait too long, a situation that can feel complicated and even paralyzing. The good news is that you can take confident steps to get started with AI today by leveraging Microsoft and Crowe. Even better, it doesn't have to be complicated. AI can offer simple, safe, and efficient solutions that help you and your team focus on higher value projects. You'll soon see an example of Microsoft AI at work as Melissa demonstrates one of their preview features. This example shows just one of the many ways that AI can be used today to automate manual tasks, shifting employee focus to improving the customer experience and optimizing how you do business. The Crowe team is committed to working with metals companies like yours to realize the full benefits of AI, as well as other technologies of the future. At the same time, we know how important it is for you to strike the right balance of staying ahead of the competition while being confident in solutions that help you get there. So, sit back and enjoy our launch event, which begins with an example of Microsoft's business-focused AI capabilities. Over to you, Melissa.
Thanks, Rivers. Hi, my name is Melissa, and today I'm going to walk you through some exciting new functionality. This functionality combines the capabilities of Microsoft AI Builder, Microsoft Office 365, the Power Platform, and Dynamics 365 to streamline the daily task of collecting, documenting, and processing inbound vendor invoices. Let's take a look at a user who might benefit from this. Take Jaden, for example. Jaden is an accounts payable clerk for a large Midwest metals business. Much of his role involves managing the collection, processing, and payment of the inbound vendor invoices that his business receives from multiple channels. The challenge for Jaden is managing these multiple channels and his overall user experience when inputting invoice data into Dynamics 365. After completing all communication necessary to identify open invoices, Jaden must process each vendor invoice individually. He does this by manually entering details from the document into Dynamics 365 and validating that a scanned copy is filed appropriately. With several invoices to process throughout the day, he finds it difficult to focus on strategic initiatives. This responsibility feels mundane and tedious, leaving Jaden frustrated and even a little undervalued. Luckily for Jaden, Microsoft is releasing a new invoice capture process that uses the power of artificial intelligence combined with the Power Platform's automation capabilities. Now, let's take a look at how this feature will work for Jaden. A vendor has just sent Jaden's company an email with an attached invoice PDF. Previously, Jaden manually monitored this inbox and filed attachments from each new email like this internally. With AP invoice automation in place, this process will be significantly simplified. A Power Automate workflow sees messages sent to this inbox and imports the email into an invoice capture app built on the Power Platform. As part of this process, machine learning-based optical character recognition identifies fields required for processing in Dynamics 365 and automatically populates invoice-specific data. An app in Teams serves as a staging area for the invoice. Jaden can view the invoices that have been imported, as well as any that require his attention. Jaden uses the app to input any information that the AI could not read. Over time, the AI's abilities will improve based on his feedback. Once an invoice has all required data, it is imported into Dynamics 365 to create a pending vendor invoice within the system. As you can see, the vendor invoice transaction has a copy of the PDF from the vendor and is fully ready for approval and processing, all without Jaden's involvement. With invoice capture for Dynamics 365, Jaden can process vendor invoices with ease. This feature is a great example of the powerful business functionality that can be built by combining Dynamics 365, the Power Platform, and Microsoft's out-of-the-box AI tools. Jaden no longer feels frustrated by tedious tasks. Instead, he is better equipped to add value to his company through more impactful projects. Now, I'll hand it off to Rivers to kick off the Crowe Metals Accelerator feature spotlights.
Thanks, Melissa. It's great to see this example of a real-world use case of AI that will be available in the coming months. As Microsoft has been growing the capabilities of their software in recent years, Crowe has invested in building the capabilities of our teams. We have resources experienced with advanced data science and Microsoft technology and can work with your company today to deploy solutions that utilize the latest innovations from Microsoft. Now, we'll pivot to focusing on a few of the key features that have been made available to our users in the latest versions of Crowe Metals Accelerator. If you're interested in a specific chapter of this event, please select the links on the screen to jump to the relevant section of this video. First, my colleague Lindy will be highlighting one of my favorite features in this wave, an order management inquiry that demystifies the complex transactional relationships that exist in modern manufacturing. Lindy, over to you.
Thanks, Rivers. Hi, my name is Lindy, and today I'm going to walk you through our new order management inquiry feature. This feature is built to provide organizations with a single view that shows the production, purchase, and transfer orders that are marked to a given sales order. Let's meet a user who will benefit from this feature. Chris is a sales clerk for a service center. Chris manages several key accounts for his company. As part of his responsibility, he frequently monitors the production status of priority sales orders as part of maintaining his customer relationships. Monitoring the status of the numerous production and transfer orders that are marked to priority sales orders can take Chris time, as this requires consolidating information from multiple different forms in his systems. He often feels overwhelmed and under pressure, especially if a customer has to wait for his status updates. He also feels defeated being blocked from delivering excellent customer service. With a more efficient view, Chris could complete checks on a wider range of orders or focus time on actions to mitigate any delays he's already tracking. Crowe has listened to our clients, using input from multiple organizations to create a summary form detailing the status of marked transactions for sales and planning users. This form is particularly useful for understanding the status of orders that are fulfilled through completion of multiple streams of marked transactions. As product complexity has increased due to the trend of vertical integration in metals, so has additional operational complexity that some software struggles to support. Let's take a look at how this feature will work for Chris. One of Chris's key contacts at a customer reaches out to check in on the status of a sales order for a product that has underlying components. This order is complicated, as there are multiple purchase orders to supply a couple of production orders upstream, to then transfer to another facility where the finished good will be welded and painted. To say the least, it's a complex supply chain. Upon navigating to the order management inquiry within the sales and marketing module, Chris defines the specific sales order header and line he'd like to review. He also has the ability to filter results on ship dates and item dimensions if necessary. After selecting the open sales order line he'd like to view, Chris is presented with a visual showing the connectivity of the marked transfers, production, and purchase orders involved with meeting the customer's demand. Chris can see the entire fulfillment for this sales order in one view. As we can see, Component 1 is in the process of forming, and Component 3 is in the process of being picked in the warehouse before being transferred. However, we can see there is a delay with Component 2. It looks as if Component 2 hasn't been burned because all of the supply plates are still inbound. Therefore, all production after is delayed. Chris can now complete further investigation using other forms in the system. As the visual shows the delay starting with a purchase order, he can navigate to that specific delayed purchase order to see more detail, as well as alert the necessary person to expedite that order. With Order Management Inquiry, Chris can quickly identify the steps involved in fulfilling an order and can communicate the latest status to customers efficiently. The quality of his customer relationships is improved as Chris can focus on coordinating mitigating actions for delayed orders and additional account management activities. Because of this, Chris feels confident in delivering world-class customer service and feels relieved to have moved from working reactively to being forward-looking. To learn more about this feature and the other features we're highlighting in this launch event, you can visit our Crowe Metals Accelerator portal. I'll now hand it off to Alec to showcase our next feature.
Thanks, Lindy. Hi, my name's Alec, and today I'm going to walk you through our new price based on nesting feature. This new feature allows users to automatically apply pricing to order lines based on the gross weight of a nest of supply. Take Jessica, for example. Jessica is a sales manager working at a large service center on the West Coast. Jessica's organization primarily fills demand for long product and plate products that are cut to customer specifications. Jessica charges her customers based on the total weight of supply consumed to fill their order. This strategy has required manual management, meaning Jessica feels like her team is fighting the system to optimize margins. Her team would like to be able to view a suggested nest of multiple demand lines and use this to automatically apply a gross price to each line. Luckily for Jessica, Crowe Metals Accelerator is releasing price based on nesting. The result, it is now possible to automatically calculate a gross weight of supply material to apply a price to sales lines. This will enable the correct supply items to be used to price orders without manual intervention. Now, let's take a look at how this feature will work for Jessica's sales clerks. Price based on nesting can be launched from common sales orders views in Dynamics 365. A member of Jessica's team has just created this sales order in the system for 3 different custom links of hot-rolled angle. Before sending an order confirmation, Jessica's team would like to apply a price based on a nest of anticipated gross material consumption. To do so, one of the users selects grossing under the Calculate pane of the Cell tab. Previously, Jessica's team would need to manually select supply links from the Supply section of this dialog in order to calculate a gross price. Now they're able to simply select Linear Nest, and the system selects optimal links from inventory. Once this nest is approved, Jessica's team has access to an updated price on the sales order line, viewable from the Cost Plus Pricing tab of the Line Details Fast tab. They print an order confirmation document which is automatically sent to the customer based on an email address set on the customer account. With price based on nesting, Jessica's team can confidently execute their chosen pricing strategy for a critical line of business. This feature enables customers to be charged based on realistic material consumption and eliminates painful manual steps in order processing. To learn more about this feature and the other features we're highlighting in this launch event, you can go to our Crowe Metals Accelerator portal. Now, I'll hand it off to Anthony to showcase our next feature.
Thanks, Alec. Hi, my name is Anthony, and today I'm going to walk you through a preview of a new extension to our coil nesting algorithm. This expands upon our previous functionality by allowing for the calculation and planning of solutions that utilize multiple supply coils. An example user of this feature is Zeke. Zeke is a production planner for a service center focused on coil processing. Much of his role involves consolidating demand for slit coils and selecting appropriate supply from inventory for consumption. The challenge for Zeke is that supply coil selection is too complex to solve through manual calculations. He is forced to simplify with inaccurate calculations that leave material savings on the table. Adding to Zeke's frustration, the conclusions must be tediously entered into his system before the shop floor can begin its production process. This places unwanted pressure on Zeke to deliver quick answers. The new slitting optimization algorithm uses advanced data science to offer complex solutions that utilize more than one supply coil. This will save Zeke time on the process of analyzing and finalizing the best option when planning large production orders. Now, let's take a look at how this feature will work for Zeke. Zeke can use the Solution Overview and Cut From tabs to control the information shown in the Cut To tab, Cut From Visual, Cut To Visual, and Yield Chart. After reviewing his options, he may select the solution that maximizes yield, or he may select the solution with lower yield that requires one less supply coil. This sort of decision depends on business priorities and resource bandwidth, things that Zeke is uniquely aware of as the production planner. Let's go ahead and select the solution with optimal yield and select OK. We are now able to create this production order. This solution eliminates manual data entry that was previously required to create a production order for a slitting operation, something that particularly impacted Zeke when planning large orders. His selected solution is now created as an order for the shop floor, which can instantly view the order from the All Production Orders form. With Coil Nesting 2.0, Zeke can easily plan large slitting orders. The user interface allows him to evaluate solutions and make decisions in line with business priorities. After picking a solution, Zeke can create production orders with a few clicks. Instead of feeling like a roadblock for the shop floor, he feels empowered to increase his organization's efficiency. To learn more about this feature and the other features we're highlighting in this launch event, you can go to our Crowe Metals Accelerator portal. Now, I'll hand it off to Megan to showcase our next feature.
Thanks, Anthony. Hi, my name is Megan, and today I'm going to walk you through 2 new features that have been developed to address specific requirements of wire and cable businesses. For these features, we'll discuss a problem that Curtis is having in his role at a mid-size wire and cable manufacturer. Curtis is a warehouse manager responsible for ensuring that the warehouse is working efficiently when storing and picking material. Mults is a term that is used in the wire and cable industry to refer to a continuous length of product. Customers specify a number of mults along with overall length when ordering a product. A challenge for Curtis is that he has many different lengths of each item in his warehouse, which are all stored on the same reels. His current inventory management system tracks the total length of each item on a reel, but gives no visibility to the mult lengths that make up this total length, let alone the order of each individual mult. Curtis feels the pressure to optimize this inefficient setup, but he doesn't feel enabled to do so. Manual checks are required, constantly slowing Curtis's team down as they try to store newly finished material, track inventory, and load trucks. Luckily for Curtis, Crowe is releasing new functionality that will allow wire and cable companies to better manage mult-specific data in their inventory management processes. Let's take a look at how these features will work for Curtis. On a sales order line, the salesperson enters the order quantity of 36,000 feet and specifies a minimum mult length as 6,000 with a number of mults of 6 as required by the customer. This specific product has a conversion of 10 feet per pound, equating to 3,600 pounds of cable. Now, let's take a look at material as it gets reported into inventory in the warehouse. The operator stocking the material will specify the reel identifier and position of the mult using the reel sequence number field. Using the new lengths per reel page, it's possible to understand the storage of each mult on Curtis's existing reels. Additionally, we can select the on-hand list button to view details on the weight of the cable and the length of each mult. Now that it's time to ship the sales order, the warehouse manager can run an inventory search to quickly filter out all material that doesn't meet the customer's minimum mult length requirement. The tag attribute search will validate against the requirements entered on the sales order line, eliminating information about smaller coils that do not equate to a full mult. Curtis uses this information to provide his team with optimal picking instructions. The combination of number of mults and lengths per reel allows Curtis to set up an inventory structure that is easy to search, maintain, and understand. Now, Curtis can be confident that anyone in his organization has quick access to view the various lengths of finished goods available in the warehouse and that his team knows the exact location of each length at any time. Curtis feels empowered to tackle operational issues, and he knows that his well-organized inventory will benefit the sales team as they communicate with customers. To learn more about this feature and the other features we're highlighting in this launch event, you can visit our Crowe Metals Accelerator portal. Now, I'll hand it off to Keshav to showcase our next feature.
Thanks, Megan. Hi, my name is Keshav, and today I'm going to walk you through our new automatic production order ending feature. The goal of this new feature is to assist metals companies with managing the administrative task of ending production orders. This reduces manual work and enables certain costing strategies for complex operations. Take Valerie, for example. Valerie is a production supervisor for a large service center. Part of her role involves ensuring that production operations are consistently documented in the system on a timely basis to enable the tracking of cost and efficiency. If an operator has made a mistake when reporting, it's difficult to correct this data after the production order has been systematically ended. Meanwhile, if an order is not ended in time, data accuracy in the system is impacted. For Valerie, the administrative task of finalizing production reporting can be highly annoying, especially since it hurts her ability to lead continuous improvement in her operation. Luckily for Valerie, Crowe is releasing a new production variances form and batch job in the latest version of the Crowe Metals Accelerator. This functionality will automatically end production orders that have been reported as finished within tolerances for consumed weight, produced weight, scrap weight, and production order duration. Now, let's take a look at how this feature will work for Valerie. She knows from experience that most exceptions requiring her attention fall into a few common categories. Valerie can use this experience to define tolerances for reported as finished transactions. These tolerances allow the system to automate the ending of most orders. With the production variances form, Valerie can define a specific variance tolerance for each of the below: starting stock consumption, return to stock weight, finished weight, recoverable scrap and scrap loss, time to complete, and processing loss by tag. Valerie's facility has set this automation feature to run on an hourly basis. All production orders that fall within tolerances will be automatically ended each hour. At the same time, Valerie is notified of exceptions and can collaborate between her team and finance to resolve any open issues. In this example, we can see that one of the orders reported in the last hour had a 92.89% lower realized finished stock amount than estimated. The order also produced a 98.79% higher scrap weight than the amount that was estimated at the time of production planning. Valerie navigates to the production order and locates the report as finished journal. In the header section, Valerie finds a specific operator that was involved in reporting these quantities. Contacting this operator, Valerie learns that there was a quality issue with supply material that led to the variances. Because of this context, she authorizes the report after adding some additional information. With automatic ending of production orders, Valerie can improve the quality of the data available to sales and accounting while reducing her time spent on administrative tasks. Now Valerie can lead the production operations with greater freedom and renewed confidence, knowing that her company's digital transformation journey will grow the business. To learn more about this feature and other features we're highlighting in this launch event, go to our Crowe Metals Accelerator portal. I'll now pass it back to Rivers to wrap up our 2023 Wave 1 launch event. Rivers?
And that's a wrap. Thank you for joining us for the Crowe Metals Accelerator 2023 Wave 1 launch event. We're committed to walking alongside you and your metals business as you step into the future with Metals 4.0. To learn more about the features we spotlighted today, check out the Crowe Metals Accelerator product documentation site. We're making it easier to get the most out of technology by offering the product user guide, product guidance, and upcoming release plans in a single location. So register at the portal today. To suggest ideas for features in future waves, please register for the Crowe Metals Accelerator Idea Portal. Here, users can vote and comment on existing ideas, subscribe to updates, and submit their own ideas. Many of the items in each wave plan start in the Idea Portal. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you for choosing Crowe.